This is the journey from scratch to success.
Hello everyone, welcome to From Scratch to Success, where we interview the most successful entrepreneurs about their journey. I'm your host, Jma, and today I've got an amazing guest here with me, Jason Ballow. He went from filming his first real estate video on February 1st, 2024, the same week his twins were born, to building Australia's largest real estate media platform. Jason Ballow started as a buyer's agent posting content to get clients. Within 6 months, sellers were offering to pay him to be featured. He saw the opportunity, shut down his buyer's agency, and went all in on JBX Media. 2.5 years later, JBX delivered industry-leading views and engagement, helping the biggest names in real estate capture attention and sell at scale. Please welcome the founder of JBX Media, Jason Ballow. How are you?
What an intro, Jma. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, just listen to the intro. I don't think we need to do the podcast. It's just got everything so inspiring.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Of course.
So let's jump into it, Jason.
Let's do it.
Tell me the origin story. Tell me everything.
So origin story for me, I started real estate when I was about 15 years old in my mum's business. My first job in real estate was clipping the 2 rents for properties we had in the Sydney Morning Herald. They were like this big, like 1 centimetre squared.
Wow.
And so I would cut them, stick them on a thing, and I'd write the address, fax them to the owners and say, look, this is the advertising we're doing. We had 30 groups through your property, da-da-da. So that was my first job, and then licking envelopes and helping out with end demand. When I was 16, I got my certificate of registration. That's when everything changed. Mm-hmm. My mum started showing me. I started going with my mum to showings. So my mum would literally, my mum was one of those dressed 10 out of 10, top to toe, big smile on her face, positive energy, big energy, real showman, air, she had that aura, And so she would literally walk into a place, show the people around. By the time they walk out the door, they want to sign to buy it or lease it, right? And so I was obsessed with that. And so she showed me how to do that a bunch of times. And then I started doing it myself when I was 16, showing properties every Saturday from the age of 16, all the way up until probably about 3 years ago when I stopped becoming a real estate agent. Had a really life-changing scenario, which I've spoken about in the past. Found out I was having twins July 2023. August 2024, I received a garnishee order, which I was left with very little money every week. So I had to make a change, started my own business as a buyer's agency. Posted my first video, 1st of February 2024. 350,000 views, and now I'm here,
Wow, that's truly inspiring. Feels like up and down, and wow.
Big roller coaster.
Yeah. Now, I want to ask you, so inspiration, sounds like your mom was the inspiration for you?
My mom and my dad, yeah. So I was very lucky. I won the parent lottery. I've got the 2 of the most amazing people I get to call my parents. So I was very lucky. They're my best friends. I love them dearly. They showed me the way. My parents always supported me and always were like, just keep going, all the failures. They weren't the type of people oh, you should probably try and get a job. It was just all right, next thing. And I just kept going. And obviously my dad's love for real estate, it was, my dad's my hero. I looked up to my dad. I still do, so I love real estate because he loved real estate. And then my mum, when she bought a business, when they bought that business in 2001, she was running that business and she was more the front end, service, clients, meet and greet, shake hands. My mum's a superstar like that. So I became obsessed with the way she did things, so I just kind of blended the 2 together and made it my own,
Wow. I just love how the way you're talking about your parents.
Yeah.
And they sound like such phenomenal people.
They are the best.
Yeah. Is there something that's stuck in your mind that they've said to you, since you were a child, and that always inspires you?
Yeah, so my dad, a very pragmatic guy. My dad said to me once when I was, 15, 16, he would, actually maybe a bit older. I think I had a couple of failures at that point. My dad would say to me, look, Jace, numbers don't lie. You either have them or you don't, very straightforward. But my mum was the one that was like, follow your dreams, your passion, you love this, you do that. My biggest hype queen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love that.
It was really the combination of the two, I got very lucky.
Wow. Truly, I feel like you've got like such a great support behind you with your parents.
I do.
Yeah. Jason, was there any early challenges that you faced, and how did you overcome that?
No, life is easy. Just roll in. I wake up. I look like this, and I just scream in front of a camera. This is what $2 million buys you in Sydney, and life is good. Of course, there were challenges. I had every challenge under the sun. When I had my own real estate business, I couldn't afford to pay rent for 2 weeks. My office was locked up in chains. It was a very humiliating period for me. I did it tough for a couple of years and just try and dig myself out of those holes. There was a lot, but you learn that one foot in front of the other. You just, day by day, you just keep going. Eventually, it compounds. And as long as you are doing the work, you know you're doing the right work, you will get the result at some point. As long as you don't quit. That's what I say to people now.
Jason, you know what I learned from your answer just now?
What's that?
That you're actually a funny guy. and also, I feel like you're a man who's just so resilient and never gives up. And that's why you're here today. Yeah. A crucial turning point in your life?
Crucial turning point in my life, August 2023. So I just found out that I was having twins in July. And August 2023, my former employer, got served with a notice, a garnishee order. So my wages were being garnished, so my commissions and all of that. And I was left with $92 a week, something like that. And the business said to me, they go, look, we got served papers from it's the court, it's court order. If we don't honour it, then we have to pay it. We can't be liable, whatever. And they're friends of mine, great guys, love them to this day. They had to do what they had to do. I said, yeah, no worries. So that was a very pivotal moment. I had tried to negotiate myself out of this situation. And we kind of did. We agreed a price. So then but I had no money. So I went to my parents and I said, I need about 40 grand. They said, look, my dad was about to do a deal. Like, he was about to buy another business. He goes, man, I'm at capacity at the moment. He goes, I can't move anything around. I said, I have to ask because, they're my parents. Otherwise they say, why don't you come ask me? And I said, that's cool. That got the wheels turning. That changed the whole trajectory of my career, that moment there. Because then it made me wanting to become a buyer's agent, started out the videos. The videos just kind of formed its own life of its own, I must say that, because the plan was not to become, famous from Instagram, was to show my clients, hey, did you like this house? Did you like this house? Did you like this house? But that first video got 350,000 views, and then I started getting inquiries, people DMing me, people calling me. And I had content backed up because I'm a work junkie like that. I had all this content already ready to go, and I just kept rolling out every 2-3 days, posting. And then we refined our process, keep getting better and better to what you see today,
Wow, 350,000 views on your first video.
First video.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And Jason.
Thank God.
Yes, that's right. God is good, right?
God is
yes,
good like that,
God
for
is
sure.
so good. I feel like, first of all, I need your parents' contact.
You can talk to my mum right now. Should we FaceTime her?
Oh, she would FaceTime
her right
us?
now.
You want it?
Should I FaceTime her?
Yeah, do it. Let's do it. Wow.
Let's FaceTime my mum.
Here is the first. We've never done this before in the podcast history.
Right.
Here, I'm
She
going to
better
speak
answer.
to Jason's mom. What's her name?
Her name's Lisa.
Okay.
She'll love to talk to you.
Oh, wow. That would be amazing. This is amazing.
My
wow.
phone's on airplane mode, so excuse me. Let me turn
That's
it off.
okay. That's okay. I'm so excited. I'm really excited.
I was FaceTiming her last night.
Oh, yes.
So let's see.
Wow, let's see if she'll pick up.
Let's see.
Wow, we're live. We're actually calling the mom.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, how
Mum,
are
say
you?
hi. Say hi to J. Say hi to J Ma. You're live on this podcast with us.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, Jenny. I'm running around in buildings.
See, she's still working. She's still working. She's still hustling.
Wow.
Mum just thought she was asking me who's your biggest inspiration, and I said, of course, it's my mum. You know. So she's like, I need to talk to your mum.
Where do you find your mom on building sites?
She's working.
Wow.
All right, Mum. I know you're busy. I know you're busy.
Yeah, always working.
I'm so happy to see you. Oh my God.
Yeah, well,
So happy to see you.
you too. So Jason was telling me like what a superstar you are. And you're literally behind the man who he is today. So I feel so privileged of meeting you, Mom.
Oh, they are blessing, my boys. They are blessing, and they know what they want. They listen when they were little. They work hard to where they are today.
Yes.
You know, they earn their money as little as $2, and then he tricked me. Says, "Mama, I'm gonna wipe your letterboxes. You gotta give me $5."
Wow. Wow.
That's how it started. Yeah.
So
I
good.
started asking for $5 a day.
Yeah, wow.
Mum,
wow.
I love you. Mum, I love you.
I love you more.
I love you. You're the best. I'll call you later. Love you.
Love you too. Bye. Bye. God bless. Bye. Bye. Wow, I love that. I just got to meet Jason's mom. Wow, Jason, that's amazing.
She'll always answer. She'll always answer.
Yeah, wow. Thank you for doing that.
No, of course.
That's so lovely.
Of course.
Should we call your dad now? Just kidding.
My dad's not as entertaining on the phone, trust me.
Just kidding. So, what's the first successful milestone, and how did that make you feel, Jason?
First successful milestone for me was getting a call asking how much to do a video for somebody's house. It was this for this lady in Hunters Hill, and I was like, $500, and she was like, okay, and I was like, oh, cool, $500. Like
Yeah.
that was a big deal for me back then. That was one big milestone. The second big milestone was Trevor. Shout out to Trevor. He called me. He wanted for me to help him search for a property for him and his family. So he was like my first client that I onboarded from my Instagram. He called me cold. He was just a fan. So those were probably the two, I would say, the two big milestone moments in that Instagram period, you know?
You know what I love is that you remember your first client's name, Trevor.
Yeah. Well, my first client, Donna and Brian, shout out to Donna and Brian, God bless them. They were the first to come on board with me as a buyer's agent. So
Yeah.
before I posted my first video, they signed up with me as a client and I started searching for them. And then 2 weeks later, they actually referred me one of their friends that was looking. So I got, you know, and that was that same week. And then I posted, my kids were born. So, you know, I say thank you, God, every day for that period in my life because that's kind of what changed everything for me. So Donna and Brian really were the first, but Trevor was the first off my Instagram that called me just like I knew Donna and Brian, but Trevor there was no relationship. It was just purely from that Instagram marketing, whatever.
Yeah.
Boom, you know?
Yeah, I feel like you truly value your clients, and that's why you remember their name. And
Yeah.
you still remember, you know, the
I
stories.
still talk to them now.
Wow.
Yeah, I still talk to them now. When they have questions, they call me. They're like my past clients. So whatever they need, whenever they need, they have questions, they call me. They're you know, they feel bad. One of them reached out to me recently. She's like, I know you're so busy. I'm like, just send me voice notes saying, you know, I'm helping her out with a couple of things and advising her. But for them, you know, I'm always grateful. You know,
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for everybody that's done stuff like that for me. You know.
Jason, you're a true legend.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What did scaling up business look like? What strategies did you use?
I'm figuring that out at the moment. It's very difficult because I faced I have a what they call a supply constraint. So I can only be in so many places at once. So my time is being sold right now as a media company. So you pay for me to come out and, place a media spot. So like that in itself has its own challenges, because then you have deliverables and, life is crazy. I am a father as well. So you try to squeeze in so much, and I'm on the road so often now. So we're working through that at the moment to basically streamline the business, mainly using AI. AI is really incredible. So we're just trying to make everything a bit faster, streamline like that. In terms of scaling our business, right now it's just doing more of the thing that we're doing. That's really how we're scaling.
Yeah.
But eventually we're going to have a constraint where we can't fill that many spots. We do have a website around the corner that will be coming, so we're going to scale through that.
Yeah, amazing. So just for everybody that's watching, this is not AI. I've got the real deal right
AI.
here. Yes.
I'm drinking, this is a real coffee.
That's right.
It's a real
Not
coffee.
AI, not AI. So Jason, I want to ask you, was there any lessons that you learned the hard way, and how did you overcome it?
Fortunately for me, I learned a lot of hard lessons early on, because I spent the majority of my last 20 years failing everything that I ever tried. But the thing for me was always wake up early, go to the gym, do my work, and complete those tasks that I needed to do every day. The lessons that I learned early on were taking on liabilities that, you can't afford and things like that, making sure that you have enough money in the bank to, pay your bills and have everything sorted so that you're not sort of falling behind week by week. I think those were really valuable lessons. I came into this space knowing exactly what I wanted to deliver and how I wanted to deliver it. And so I was really strong about how we went about our process.
Yeah.
We get a lot of requests and a lot of this, and I learned a lot about branding early on. So when my time came now, those lessons did teach me that, that branding is very important, and you've got to have a uniform approach to how you do things, because that's how people remember you. McDonald's have the arch, they have their play centers, they have their restaurants, they have everybody recognizes McDonald's for doing the same thing over and over again and really, really well.
That's right.
So for me, it's the same practice, and so I'm living and breathing that now.
Wow, yeah. Show us your branding. Yes.
Funny enough, so I'll tell you, early lessons about branding, right? So, it's important how you carry yourself.
Yes.
You are your own entity. So you are your own personal brand. How you carry yourself, how you dress, how you look, how often you cut your hair, use your car clean, like all those little things add up. With that, I started doing, this is what $2 million buys you in Sydney. Let's check it out. And it was kind of like me pointing to the place. And then there's a soccer player that I really love, and he does this. And I was a soccer player, and I'm a showman like that. I like to entertain. So I go, you know what? I'm going to put it up here. And then I did this, and it was actually for a $18 million penthouse. I was like,
wow.
This is what, $18 million buys in Sydney. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
I posted it 3 days later. I was walking up in George Street in the city, going to Telstra to pick up my new phone.
Yes.
And this guy stops me. He goes, hey. He goes, you're that guy. And I said, what guy? That video got 500,000 views, by the way.
Wow, yes.
He goes, I go, what guy? He goes, I did it ever since.
Wow, love that.
Yeah.
It's so memorable, and people just remember you for that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Sorry, it was a $8 million apartment in Gold Coast, full floor apartment penthouse.
Oh,
That's where it
love
was.
it. Wow.
Yeah, that's
Gold Coast.
sorry. It wasn't the Elizabeth
No,
Street.
GC. I love the GC. I'm actually from Queensland.
Are you really?
Yeah. I'm a
Okay.
Queenslander. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So let's not talk about the state of origin. Okay.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Jason, what keeps you going?
The love for the game. I love what I do. I love being in the game of business, I just love it. I think I've been working my whole life, and I'll work for the rest of my life. For me, there's nothing else to do. I don't want to like retire, go play golf. I just love working. So now that I've got my twins, they obviously keep me going because I want to create an amazing life for them. I want to have a lot of great experiences. I want to make life easy so we can enjoy time together. That's really important to me. And all that comes from work and making money and doing all those things, you know. So that's what it's about.
I love that. Now, this question's been on my mind the whole way through.
What's that?
Your twins, boys or girls?
One boy, one girl.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So cute. And how old are they now?
2.5.
Oh, very sweet.
Yeah, they're the best.
Love that. Jason, do you have any habits or routine that drives your success?
Going to the gym. Yeah, so I go to the gym every day.
Yeah.
I've got my gym bag in the car. I haven't trained today, but I'm always ready to train. I used to train at 4:30 in the morning every day. I did that for maybe 10, 15 years. After I had kids, it kind of stopped because like the routine changes and all of that. My lifestyle slightly changed as well with my work and things, and I'm working later. It's a little bit less structured. But that's the best thing. The gym is going to be your best friend. If you want accountability and you want a place where there's no judgment, it's just you against the weights, and your progression is predicated based on how much work you put in, that gives you the discipline. You learn the discipline of doing everything else. No matter how you're feeling, if you're happy, you're sad, you're miserable, you're depressed, you're this, you're that, you go to the gym regardless. You know, those weights need to be lifted. So that's, for me, has been the single most important thing in my life.
I love that. Those weights needs to be lifted.
Weights need to be lifted.
We're gonna hashtag that, I reckon. That's
it's a
good
viral
one.
clip right there. Clip that one up.
That's right. Yes. Okay. So this question, I think a lot of people will want to know: how do you deal with fear, burnout, or criticism?
Can I start with criticism?
Of course you can.
Can I swear on this show?
We'll beep it. Yeah, I'll do the voiceover beep.
Okay. Let me take a breath here. Let me take a breath. How can I say this nicely? I simply don't care. I don't care about what people think. I actually never have cared about what people think. I did when I was a real estate agent. I was kind of like a watered down version of myself that you see today. You'd never see me wearing sunnies in a podcast. You'd never see me wearing shirts like this in a professional setting. You'd never see me wear, but I'm just myself now. I don't care about what people think. And that serves me really well. And that gives off a really good energy. People want to vibe with, people vibe with it, and then they want to roll with you. They want to do things with you. They want to collab with you on stuff. So just being yourself, I think, so criticism you have to take for a grain of salt. I'm the most criticized, or the properties that I put up, real estate is a highly targeted spot, soft spot, especially in Sydney. Why would you pay this for that? This is disgusting. How is this guy saying this with a smile on his face? This guy's a complete jerk. What's this guy saying? Absolute legends. What an idiot. Da 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 da. Like, I've heard it all. Like, who cares? Like, I'm just being me. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's fine. Go move on to the next page. Like, who cares? I actually don't care what you think. I know a lot of people love what I do, and that's all I focus on. So that's how I combat criticism. Because there are those that love me, and so that's all I focus on, and what were those two others you had? Burnout is a funny one, because I feel like there are some moments I can't catch a breath. There are some moments where I enjoy that feeling. There are some moments where I don't enjoy that feeling. Holidays are the best way to combat that. I think it's each to their own. I think it's trial and error. I think, if you're really feeling the pinch, just take 3 days off or 4 days off and just have a reset for yourself. I think I'm going to do that soon, in about a week or two as well myself, because we've come into a really busy period and I just kind of need to peel off. But burnout's a tough one, because I love what I do, and I love the quote unquote anxiety that comes with it. You know, the having to deliver, having to people that need me, people that I love all of that, but at the same time, it does become a bit hectic sometimes.
Yeah.
So the best way, like I said, the best way I think just to take a break.
Take a holiday.
Take a holiday. And the third and the last one? Fear. I don't really fear much.
What about spiders?
I can't swear. I can't swear.
I think he's scared of spiders, guys.
I watched a movie when I was like a kid. It was called Arachnophobia. I don't know if you know the movie.
I don't think so though.
Since then I've been petrified. So I don't like spiders. I don't do spiders. I don't like anything that crawls on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So I shouldn't tell you this one behind you right now. I'm just kidding.
This was nice to meet you.
Here we have Jason breaking down now. Okay. The next question here. Wow. What does success mean to you?
Wow, that's an interesting question. Success for me is living and breathing what I do day in and day out with a big smile on my face.
Yeah.
As hard as it becomes, like we just talked about, you have those moments where, I'm having to post, I'm having, people I have deadlines, I have, people relying on me, I'm gonna make hit after hit after hit after hit after hit, make sure these videos are pumping and getting, the traction that they get.
Yeah.
Which thank God we do,
Yes.
Probably our worst performing video these days are sitting around that 50K mark.
Wow.
So there is a lot of that, but I love what I do so much, and I think living and breathing that is success to me. I think what I've learned when the money side starts rolling in, you're like, it doesn't ever really matter how much money you make because you're just going to want to spend more, especially someone like me. So I don't think money is really the thing. I think it's more, as long as you're waking up every day with a smile on your face because you get to do what you love, I think that's success. When you are able to do things for those that you love, particularly if you're a parent, buy my kids, bikes and scooters and this and that, whenever they want, it puts a smile on their face, or, have time with them, take them here, take them there, whenever I want, without even thinking about it or worrying about it. I think that's success. I would say that, yeah.
Wow, I love that. And Jason, I must say, you have a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
really nice.
Now, the next round, it's a quick engaging round. So I want short answers. Are we ready, Jason?
Wait, let me drink my coffee.
Okay.
All right. Hit me.
Okay, first question. Business book or podcast that changed your thinking?
The Daily Stoic.
Best advice you've ever received?
Slow down with big decisions.
I love that. And what is one thing that you wish you can change?
Nothing.
Okay, I love that. If you were to lose everything tomorrow, what would be your first move, Jason?
I'll make another video tomorrow.
I love that. And one myth about entrepreneurship that you'd like to burst?
One myth about entrepreneurship that I'd love to burst. You have all the freedom in the world, because that ain't true. You work more when you're an entrepreneur than you do when you're not and you're thinking about wanting to have that life for freedom.
Yeah, love that. So, Jason, what's next for you?
We're building the media business, JBX Media. We're working on that really hard at the moment. What's next for us? We want to change the game about how people buy and sell real estate in this country. And we think we have the ability to do that. We certainly have the audience. The audience loves us. We love the audience. And we want to really change the game about how things have done. We want to change things, how they've been done for the last few decades. And to be honest, it's needing for change. It's wanting for change. And I think I'm the guy that has been put on this earth to make that change happen, you know?
Definitely very inspiring. Jason, what's your future goals and dreams?
Future goals. You know, I don't think that far ahead.
Okay.
I just think about my next 24 hours
Okay.
and what I have to deliver. And then I think about my next week and then probably my next month. Beyond that, I don't really look too far ahead like that. I just focus on what's here in front of me now.
Yeah. I
feel like when I've thought about things like that, when I was a kid, you know, I used to dream about being a gazillionaire.
Yeah.
You know, you get overwhelmed thinking, how am I going to do this? And I just think about my next 24 hours.
Yes.
My next week.
Yes.
And my next month. What am I doing? How am I going to do this? How am I going to make this, how are we going to improve the business? And that's all I look at. And I just try to make a little bit of improvement every single day. That's it. And I know that from my learnings in the past, a little bit every day will set my future. And, you know, whatever God has planned for me at the end, it'll be there. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. God always have a plan for us.
100%.
Yes. Jason, lastly, I want to ask you, for somebody out there that have something they want to start, whether it's business, whether it's in entertainment or in sports, what advice would you give them if they just being too afraid to sort of start that first step?
The first thing that you should do is find what you know, have something that you love that you can talk about or you can create content over, because we live in that society where content is king, and start creating content. You know, you want to start to try and figure out if you can get a post that does 4,000 or 5,000 views. If you know you're getting about 4,000 or 5,000 views, you have something to build on. Anything below that, you kind of just need to have a bit of self-awareness and go, okay, I need to scrap that and move on to the next. Figure out something that's going to work with the audience, give the audience what they want, because it's all about entertaining as well. So be able to talk about something or be able to do content around the thing that you love and talk about the thing that you want to do is very important, because that's how people will discover you. Otherwise, it's a very, very difficult journey. It's a very long battle uphill, you know, and so if you have an audience, it's just easier because people know who you are already. So I would say start with content first, then start with the business.
I love that advice. Jason, if someone want to get in touch with you, how can they do that?
Hit me up on the DMs, Jason Ballow on Instagram, Jason Ballow on TikTok. Yeah, hit me up anytime. Any friend of J Mars is a friend of mine.
Oh, that's lovely. So I just want to say thank you so much for being here, Jason. Very inspiring. I love the whole thing. And yes, I look forward to see you again soon.
Definitely.
Yeah. So guys, I hope you have been inspired by this episode with Jason. He truly has inspired me. And until next time, God bless you and see you soon.